Any last words of guidance or things to be mindful of?
I want to share that just because I come from incarceration, drugs, and gang banging and all that, don't think that because you don't come from that lifestyle, you can't assist the client. Because in my own personal life, it was someone that done none of that that helped save me. And so that's what's important, because that individual told me, no, I don't know nothing about prison. I don't know nothing about drugs. I don't know nothing about gangs. I was like, so what you gonna do for me? He was like, I'm gonna show you how to pay bills. Have you ever done that? I was like, wow. I'm gonna show you how to, stay on a job consecutively. I was like, wow. So don't ever think because you don't come from the lifestyle or the background, you can't be a help. And the way you touch that is by listening to the client. You can build a rapport regardless of where you come from or what you've been through. That's totally different than the client, man. So don't ever think that, because you don't identify or you've never been homeless. It doesn't matter, man. It's your approach and it's your willingness and it's your care for this population and your willingness to help, man. That's all that really matters.
On a separate kind of educational note, I was thinking about overdose prevention, and as far as the clients coming out of jail and maybe having this history of drug use and going back into the community, they may feel that they want to use because that's what they were accustomed to, or that is their pattern. And I think it's important, just from an educational point of view, to have Narcan do work on overdose prevention, because that would be the most vulnerable time for the client because of their tolerance level and them not having, they might be using the same amount that they used before. So it's really important to be aware of those kinds of things. And we've had several case managers go into the homes or housing, and the clients look as though they have overdosed. So we try and carry Narcan in order to administer just in case those kinds of situations happen, since we're going into their homes and out in the field, and that's always something to keep in mind. And I hope that law enforcement also can come from that point of view and administer Narcan or give the appropriate referrals rather than detainment when they're running across these situations with clients.
Chris, I think you brought up an excellent point. And some of the feedback from staff is, we struggle with how to broach this topic with clients. But I think you're right. This is a really crucial window when folks are coming out of jail and they go back to using the amount that they used prior to going in. So it could be something as simple as, when you're with a client saying, hey, just want to put that out there that, if you're going to plan on using, this is just a real crucial time for overdose. And, if you go back to using the same amount, I just want you to have this Narcan because you're at higher risk for overdosing. Just want to put that out there. It could be something really casual like that, right?
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be this big, huge, serious ordeal or conversation, but just to let them know that this is a really crucial time period for them. So thanks for bringing that up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would add, to kind of piggyback off that too, is just to get comfortable having these conversations with our clients. I think when I remember going to like a suicide assessment training, and one of the things they try to train you to do is not be afraid of asking, are you suicidal or do you want to harm yourself? It can be really scary at first, and I think engaging in sometimes conversations about substance use can be feel pretty different for people just starting out. But to get comfortable just asking, being front, making sure they understand your role, making sure they understand you're not going to judge them, and that you're just there to help. And so yeah, to get comfortable having those conversations. So I think it can be quite a panic at first when you realize your clients might be, if you've never worked in harm reduction before, it can be quite an adjustment. And it's amazing to see some results and how comfortable you can get doing it after it's a short while. So yeah, trust it and consult with your team, because everybody in this agency has done it before. So yeah.
To view the full discussion, visit the Harm Reduction SharePoint page and the Learning Department's Harm Reduction playlist on YouTube.